Hello everyone, I'm About Cars channel, and today we're talking about the first crossover in Porsche's history, a subject of immense pride and enormous risk. The story of a car created with one singular goal, to dominate and be the best. In 1998, the automaker famous for building the world's finest sports and racing cars declared, "We are developing the world's fastest crossover." The world had heard ambitious claims before, some believed them, others were skeptical. But after such a statement from Porsche, everyone had the same thought. This is Porsche. They don't make empty promises. Well then, let's see what a crossover from Stuttgart's engineers is capable of. Chapter 1. A desperate gamble. Porsche on the brink. When designing the Cayenne, Porsche wasn't just thinking long-term. In the 90s, the company faced serious financial difficulties, and enormous hopes were pinned on this project. If the Cayenne had failed, the company could have gone bankrupt. This already dire situation was worsened by the fury of Porsche purists. How can this be? The company that creates supercars is going to make some sort of off-roader. Unthinkable! It's beneath such a legendary brand. Chapter 2. Record after record. Born to be first, Porsche kept its word. The very first generation Cayenne officially set a speed record for crossovers on the Autobahn, reaching 266 km/h, an unattainable figure for the time, but the story didn't end there. To beat Porsche's record, the tuner Kleemann heavily modified a Mercedes ML, fitting it with a supercharger. The 607 horsepower machine hit 282 km/h. But was this a true victory? Not for long. The tuning house Sportec built a 700 horsepower Cayenne that easily shattered the record, reaching 308 km/h. The dynamics of this race car were impressive even compared to sports cars. The heavy off-roader accelerated from 0-100 km/h in 4.2 seconds. Later, with the launch of the flagship Turbo S version in 2006, tuners would break speed records time and again. Chapter 3. More than just asphalt. The Trans-Siberian feat. Once no one doubted the Cayenne's on-road prowess, it was time to show its off-road character. In 2007, Porsche organized the Trans-Siberia Rally Raid to showcase one of the most sophisticated all-wheel drive systems. Even in its base form, the crossover featured a locking center differential, a low-range gearbox, an adjustable air suspension with up to 268 mm of ground clearance, and an optional rear differential lock. Neither the BMW X5 nor the Lexus RX could boast such an arsenal. The Rally Cayenne traversed the Ural Mountains, the Altai, the Gobi Desert, and the Mongolian steppes, taking the entire podium and allowing Porsche to release a commemorative Cayenne S Trans-Siberia edition. Chapter 4. Tuner Madness. From Rinspeed to Mansory, the Cayenne's tuning potential was immense. One of the most controversial and striking projects of the 2000s was the Rinspeed Chopster concept. The roof was lowered by 70 mm, the wheel arches were widened, and the modified bi-turbo V8, instead of the base 450 HP, produced 600 horses. 0-100 km/h in 4.4 seconds, top speed 290 km/h on 23-inch wheels. The interior was bespoke, featuring a PlayStation 2 and expensive materials. This marvel started at €325,000, but the crown of the world's most powerful Cayenne was long held by the tuning house Mansory. In 2015, they unveiled a Cayenne Turbo S with a carbon fiber body kit and an engine tuned to 800 horsepower and 1050 Nm of torque. 0-100 km/h in 3.9 seconds, and a top speed over 300 km/h. Crucially, unlike many others, Mansory offered a warranty on its creations. Chapter 5. King of the Nürburgring. The final argument. But acceleration figures and top speed aren't always indicators of true mastery. The ultimate test is the racetrack where every system is put to work, and here, the Cayenne delivered its knockout punch. In 2009, the BMW X6M set a time of 8:24 on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. That record stood for nearly 5 years until the Range Rover Sport SVR beat it in 2014, 8:14. But that triumph was short-lived. Soon after, the new Porsche Cayenne Turbo S lapped the ring in 7 minutes and 59 seconds. This made it the fastest production SUV on the legendary track. It was quicker than many sports cars of its era, like the Chevrolet Camaro SS, Mercedes C63 AMG Coupe, and even the Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. This record in the SUV category has remained unbroken for years. Conclusion: the philosophy of a winner. Why race an SUV around a track? For Porsche, the answer is obvious: to be first. It's not just marketing, it's the core philosophy of a brand whose slogan is "Engineered for magic, made for driving." The Cayenne saved the company, revolutionized the market, and proved that for Porsche there are no unsuitable classes-only challenges to be conquered. That's the story of risk, engineering genius, and absolute faith in victory. Like if you think the first Cayenne is a legend. Subscribe to the channel, more automotive sagas are coming. This was About Cars channel. See you soon.